all over the world. It's good to see you in this year 2026. We thank God for bringing us to this year 2026. We appreciate God for the gift of life. So we are your business growth support partner. This is TOSJOHN Consulting in year 2026. So we are here to, enlighten you, educate you. We are your business support partner, and definitely we are always here to ensure that you get things right, especially as we are starting, the new year 2026. Remember, the Nigerian Tax Reform Act is starting this year 2026 from 1st of January, and today is 3rd of January. So it has started already. And as we have said before, that the Nigerian Tax Act is for the good of the masses, is for the good of the common people, definitely. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It will help you. This Nigerian tax will help you personally, and then it will also help your business to grow as well. So in today's video, we want to enlighten you and educate you on what you need to know about your taxable income. Remember that we told you that you can get your tax identification number. We brought you a video yesterday on our YouTube channel. In fact, it was a live video, and we told you on how the practical way you can get your tax identification number as individual taxpayer. So the practical way you can get your tax identification number. So we have the video on our YouTube channel. Please, if you have not gotten your tax identification number as individual taxpayer and as business, please ensure you watch that video and get your tax identification number. And we have also told you that the CAC filing is already on. The company income tax filing is already on for those that are concerned, for businesses that have been registered. So there's need for you to file your CAC annual returns and your company income tax. You don't need to wait till the deadline. And we also told you that one thing is for you to get your tax identification number. Another thing is for you to file, because just getting your tax identification number does not necessarily make you 100% compliant. It is a stage. But if you just get your tax identification number and you don't file, then that means you are not still compliant. So we will explain to you the way it is. We said that once you get your tax identification number, you still need to be onboarded on the e-tax platform. For businesses, they need to be onboarded on the Tax Pro Max of the Nigerian Revenue Service. While for individual, they need to be onboarded on the e-tax platform of their state. Right? So that is the clarity. So, and then we use what we understand to explain to you about the e-tax platform. For example, if you have your bank account, for those of us that usually use all this fintech like OPay, PalmPay, right, Kuda, Money Points, usually when you open that bank account, you usually use your phone number as your account number. And when you have it, for you to enjoy a seamless banking, you know that you need to have the app. Yes, the app for you to do your transaction, make payments, send payments to people. That is how the e-tax platform is. It is where you will need to do all your transactions as relating to your taxes. And we said that these taxes is for the good of the people. You don't need to be afraid. Please, this is a live session. We are giving you clarity on how you can understand your taxable income. The income, you know, when we say income, something that comes into your hand, something that comes to you, income, right? So those income that are taxable, but definitely, as we told you, that this Nigerian Tax Act is not running after the masses. Yes, this Nigerian Tax Act is not running after the masses, those that are selling on the road or doing their little things. Is not the people that this Nigerian Tax Act is running after. What those people just needs to do, the common masses, is just for them to get their tax education number and then be onboarded on their tax format and be filing their new tax. Because if your taxable income is 800,000, you are already exempted, you are not filing, you are not paying tax, but you just need to file new. Do you understand now? So it's not running after you. So we have our video, we have a video on how you can get your tax education number. Please make sure you get it, so that it's not when you now want to do one thing or the other that you now be looking for how you get your tax. And we have provided the video for you. It was a live session. Please make sure you watch. Please, if you are watching us live now and you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. We also because all the people that are subscribing to our YouTube channel, we are also subscribing back to them. We are subscribing back to them. Please make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe, like, comment, ask your question, right? We will answer you. So understanding your taxable income. So we are here for you. We are here to bridge that knowledge gap. We want people to have understanding. Tax is not a punishment, right? Tax is a strategy. It's a strategy for you. It's a plus for you. I'm telling you, tax is good. It's good, right? And you are only paying when you are within the threshold. Is when you are above the threshold that you are not paying. When you are within the threshold, you only file. But when you are now above the threshold, that is when you will now file. You will now pay rather. But not paying tax does not mean that you will not file. You will file, but you may not pay. But it is when you are now above the threshold that you will pay. Please, we want you to understand this. Please ask your questions, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are watching us now. So understanding your taxable income in the Nigerian Tax Act 2025, which has started already. The electronic transfer levy, remember, the Nigerian Tax Act has already nullified it, have removed it. It is now stamp duty, those 50 naira. If I'm the one sending money to you, the bank will now remove 50 naira from the person I'm sending money to. That one has stopped. I'm the one that the bank is now charging the 50 naira stamp duty, right? It's not electronic money transfer again. It's now stamp duty. So you can see the good thing that this Nigerian Tax Act has provided, right? So what are the income that will be taxed? What are those income that will be taxed? Please, if you have questions, you can ask us. The first thing that we need to understand here is that tax is based on the law, and law is law, right? Law is law. You have to abide by the law. If you don't abide by the law, then the law will catch up with you and it will not be good. So one thing we need to know is that the taxable income is embedded in Section 28 of Nigerian Tax Act. Section 28, right? So everything we are telling you now is based on the law, right? We are quoting from the law. We are not just saying it out, right? It is based on what we have in the law that we are telling you. And there are exemptions that masses is going to enjoy. We have that video, 50 exemptions that masses will enjoy in the Nigerian Tax Act. And Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, the Presidential Committee on Tax Reform, has said that those that are earning 12 million annually from their businesses, they will even be given a sticker of exemption. They only need to get their thing and then be onboarded on the e-tax platform and file new. So please, we want you all to understand all these clarity. So according to section 28 of Nigerian Tax Act, taxable income means individual all the aggregate income, all the aggregate money that enters into an individual hand. So any money that enter into individual, taxable income for an individual is the aggregate of the following money that enter into your hand. First, assessable profit from trade, business, profession or vocation. You can see now, those are your taxable income. From your trade, the money that you are earning from your trade, from your business, from profession or vocation as individual taxpayer. Those are the things that the tax authority will look at to now show whether you are going to pay or you are not going to pay. If you are above the threshold, you are going to pay. Another thing is employment income. Employment income. Employment, like for example, salary, wages, bonuses, allowances, benefits. Those are taxable income. So understanding your taxable income. Then another thing is income from investing activities like dividends, interest, rent, royalties. Those are taxable income. Then another thing is profit or income from any other sources, from any other legitimate sources, any other sources that are legal, legitimate. Chargeable gains from disposal of assets. Please, bro, truly I don't really understand this tax issue. Please, can you explain to me? Thank you very much, Nike. Thank you very much for connecting to this live session. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So this tax of a thing, we call it Nigerian Tax Reform Act. It has started already since this 1st of January. And it is for the good of the masses, right? It is for the good of the masses. Then I will now explain it how it is good for you. For example, if you are earning 70,000 and below, which is the minimum wage, you are exempted from paying tax. Although you are still going to get your tax identification number. We have a video on this YouTube channel. Get your tax identification number and be onboarded on the e-tax platform. You will not pay, you are exempted, but just have your thing in your hand. Do you understand now? So you can see it is good for you. Then another thing is that when you are now earning above that 70,000, if you now calculate all your total income, maybe on a monthly basis or an annual basis, if you have 1 million, for example, as your income, somebody that, okay, let me use 100,000 for example. If you are earning 100,000 on a monthly basis, at the end of the year is how much? 1.2 million. So in that 1.2 million, right, it's not that total 1.2 million that will be charged as tax. You are going to remove your pension. If you are paying for pension, you are going to remove your NHF, Nigerian Housing Fund, NSITF, life assurance. You are going to remove it. Then you are going to remove 20% of your annual rent. If your annual rent is 500,000, for example, you remove 20% from it. 20% of 500,000 is how much? That's like 100,000. Do you understand now? You remove that as your deduction. And at the end of the day, that 1.2 million may now come to 800,000 after all your statutory deduction, all the allowances and deduction that you have been allowed by tax to remove. And it now, the remaining amount is now 800,000. That 800,000 is exempted. It's exempted from tax. You are not paying tax on the first 800,000. It's now anything that is above that 800,000 that you will now pay the next 15%. For example, if it is 850,000 that is remaining, so that 850,000, you are exempted from the first 800,000. You only have 50,000 left for you to pay tax on, and that is for a whole year. So you now charge 15% on that 50,000, 15% on it, and that is 7,500. You now divide that 7,500 by 12. That is what you now pay on a monthly basis. That's even less than maybe like around 650, around that 650 naira or 700 that you now be paying as tax on a monthly basis. So it is for the good of the masses, and there are some exemptions too that are available, right? We have put that video on our YouTube channel. So as an individual taxpayer, you'll be enjoying those exemptions. You'll be enjoying those exemptions. So Nike, please, I don't know whether you understand, my explanation on your question. I don't know whether, please let me know. You can comment. You can comment back if you understand all my explanation. Please ask your question if you are joining us live now. We are here to serve you. We are here to give you clarity. We are here to make you have confidence in this Nigerian Tax Act. It is actually for the good of the masses. If you are into business, if your income is 12 million on an annual basis, 12 million, that means on a monthly basis is 1 million you are generating. The Taiwo Oyedele, the tax authority, they said they are going to give you tax exemption sticker. Tax exemption sticker. You are not going to pay tax. 12 million on an annual basis. You are not going to pay tax. Just have your TIN and on board on tax promas and file your return as nil. You are not paying tax. Please, we want you to understand this very well. That is why we are here to serve you. So as we continue again, please, Nick, you can let us know if that clarity is okay. So the next thing here is we are talking about the taxable income, the income that will be taxed, right? The income that will be taxed. So the second thing here is employment income. Employment income, which include your salaries and wages. We've said that. Allowances, fee, bonuses are taxable. Then we also have benefit in kind. Benefit in kind. So these are under employment, right? All the benefit that you enjoy in your employment, it's also taxable. Then number 3 is business and professional income. Business and professional. So if you are into trade, if you are into vocation, if you are into business, right? These are the income that will also be taxed according to Section 28 of Nigerian Tax Act 2025, which has already started. So income from trade, businesses, business operations, professional services. For those of us that we are into professional services, right, it is taxable. Vocational earnings. If you are into vocation and you are earning, so these are taxable income. Then we have investment income, which include dividends, interest, rent from properties, royalties, and similar investments. They are taxable, right? But all these taxable, right, you are still going to remove all your deductions, all your statutory deductions. We have said it. And at the end of the day, if the remaining amount is 800,000, you are exempted from tax. Then another thing is chargeable gains. That's capital gain. Like for example, in the 50 exemptions that we have put the video on our YouTube that you are not going to pay tax on. If you sell 2 cars in a year as individual taxpayer, it is exempted from tax. It is the one that you now set above 2 that will now be taxed on the gain. Please let us understand, you are not paying tax on your total income. You are only paying tax on the gain, on the remaining amount after you have removed all your chargeable deductions. All your deductions, please, we want you to understand this. That's why we are ringing it as bell to you. You are even your individual income earning, on your profit, you are not paying tax on that total income. You are only paying tax on the profit as a business person. You are only paying tax as individual. As individual, you are only paying tax on what is left. Please subscribe to our. So this is what will help you to serve you more. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So this gain on disposal of assets is the profit that you now make. For example, if you buy a car for ₦1,000,000 and you sell it for ₦6,000,000, the gain there is 1,000,000. And even from that 1,000,000, of course, maybe you transport yourself before you sell that car, you incur some expenses, you are still going to remove it. The 5,000,000 is the capital, the cost of that asset, you remove that. The remaining 1,000,000, did you incur other expenses? Calling the buyer, going to meet the buyer, preparing 1 or 2 documents, you are going to remove those expenses. So maybe at the end of the day, it's 500,000 that is now left. So is that 500,000 that will now be subjected to tax on the computation. You are going to do a computation. And even that 500,000, they said that the first 800,000 is exempted. So if you have 500,000 naira left, which is not even up to 800,000 that is exempted, that means you are automatically exempted. You're automatically exempted. So this Nigerian Tax Act is to the benefit of the masses. It is those big guys that are earning in millions, in billions, that Nigeria want to collect tax from their hand. It is not those that are trying to survive. Those that are just trying to eat, survive. It's not those people that they are running after at all. They are not running after you at all. You just need to get your TIN, tax identification number, which we have provided a video for on our YouTube channel. So we quickly move on so that we can round up this section. So other sources of income that are charged tax on is prizes and winnings, honoraria, digital or virtual asset income. For those that have their products online, digital products, selling one thing or the other online, you will be taxed. But it is when you are now above that threshold of that 800,000 that you will be taxed. Please don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid. It is for your good. It is for your good, please. Then chargeable income after deductions. Section 30 of Nigerian Tax Act. So you are going to remove all these deductions. For example, we have contribution to National Housing Fund, NHF. We told you that this is a statutory deduction you are going to remove. Please comment, ask your question. We are rounding off shortly. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for connecting, for staying true to us. The National Housing Insurance Scheme contribution, NHIS, you will remove your deduction. Pension contribution, you will remove. If you want to know more about all these statutory deduction, you can comment, reach out to us. Loan interest for owner-occupied home development. If you are paying loan on your house, it is not taxable. It is exempted. Then annuity or insurance premium. If you are doing insurance, annuity, it is exempted. So all this deduction is what you are going to apply before you now pay your tax, which will still be subjected to the graduated tax rate. And we are going to give that to you in this video. So this personal income tax rate for individual taxpayer is contained in section 58 and 4th schedule. So section 58 of 4th schedule of the income tax rate, that is where it is. And what are the tax rates? The tax rate says that after your whole deduction, whatever is left, the first 800,000, it is at 0%, which is exempted. The next 2.2 million, right, if you are still having more money after your whole deduction, so the next 2.2 million will be subjected to 15%. Then the next 9 million, for those that are earning big, 9 million is subjected to 18%. The next 13 million is subjected to 21%. Then the next 25 million is subjected to 23%. Then above 50 million, you can see people that are earning in millions is subjected to 25%. So this is what we call graduated tax bands. Graduated tax bands, right? So after your deduction have been made. So this is the clarity we are bringing to you at this beginning of the year, that most of the masses that are earning may not pay tax. They may not pay tax. It is only when you now have above 800,000 that you will now be taxed. Please get your tax identification number. For businesses, call us. If you don't have an in-house accountant, we can here to serve you as your outsourced accountant so that you put all your compliances in place. Right? We've said here before that people may not be paying tax, but if they don't register for tax and comply, it is when that time that tax people will now be sending them letter because they are not complying, and they may not even be paying tax. They may be exempted, they may be in the category of people that are exempted, but because they don't register for tax, they don't onboard, they don't file. That is when the tax people will now be sending them unnecessary letter. But when you comply, when you register for your thing, we have the video here on our YouTube channel. When you onboard on eTax platform, like we have explained with the app of bank, that you just be doing all your tax, filing and all those things that you need to do as regards your tax. That is the eTax platform. And you, at the end of the day, you are already exempted. So it is just that filing that you need to do, which will not cost you. The only thing that it will cost you if you don't know how to do that, we help you to just to charge you a little professional fee to be helping you to do that. If you don't have an in-house accountant, you can reach out to us. And even if you have an in-house accountant and they have not understand all these compliances filing, we can help you train them so that your business will be compliant, right? So we want your business to grow. We don't want you to stay out of business because you have something to offer. That is why you start that business. Please feel free to reach out to us. We are wishing you a loving, wonderful growth year, a money-making year for businesses to thrive. This Nigerian tax will help your business to thrive, to be visible. Please reach out to us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share, comment, refer us to people that need all our professional services. We are an audit firm. We are an accounting firm. We're a professional consulting firm. We help you with all your compliances, individual, corporate, businesses, NGO, anybody. We are here to serve you. So please like, share, and comment. Thank you very much. So Nike, please, we trust and believe that you have a clarity on this explanation, and you can also comment and we respond as well if you need any information from us. So thank you for staying through to this live session video. and we promise to be bringing you some video that will, enlighten you, give you clarity, help you in your career, in your business, and in every way round for you to keep on growing. Thank you very much. We wish you a loving, happy, and restful weekend, and we'll come your way next week and bring you a live session, exciting video. So wish you a loving and happy weekend. Bye for now.